First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Uchak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that teach us this word, and shalom unto the hopeful elect upon the four corners of this earth that shall make it up out of here. So, this lesson that I want to bring out was going to be about what true love is, what actual love is. Because here, I'll just bring up the scripture out the gate. It says, 1 John chapter 5, verse 3 says, "For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous." So based on that scripture, love is the keeping of the commandments. That's what love is. And so you have a lot of people who have that whole thought misconstrued. The first I want to touch on is these people in these churches, because they say for God so loved the world. They're so caught up on that, but right there it says love is the keeping of the commandments, and the Most High keeps the commandments too, right? How? Because the prophecies are in the commandments. So he's following those prophecies. He's making those prophecies come to pass. And that love that he's showing is keeping those commandments by showing love to the elect, showing love to the 1/3 by getting these prophecies moving. That's that love. Him loving the world is him loving the 1/3 and his elect that's doing what they're supposed to be doing. These people in these churches are so caught up on for God so loved the world, but do you love God? Do you love the Most High like you're supposed to be doing? Here I get Titus chapter 1 verse 16. Here it says, "They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate." So these people in these churches, these Christians, they say that they know the Lord Yahweh. They say, well, not even the Lord Yahweh. They say that they know God and Jesus. they say that they know they say that they love the Most High, but you don't love the Most High truly, because love is the keeping of the commandments. So are you keeping the commandments, or do you just go to church and go off for every day of the week except for Sunday? People go off while at church. The food at black churches, people eat pork. People eat food during church and they eat pork. How are you sinning while in church and you say that you love the Most High? That's backward. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. You can't say that you love the Most High and you're not keeping these commandments. Because we're supposed to be keeping the commandments to the best of our ability, but you're not keeping the commandments at all, and you say that you love the Most High. That's backward. That doesn't make any sense at all. The people who are in this truth, who are down for this truth, the elect, the 1/3, we're trying our best. We slip up, we make mistakes, but we're trying our best. We're trying our best to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. That's real love. That's love to the Most High. That's love to each other. For us to keep the commandments to each other and treat each other like we're supposed to treat each other, that's love. But you got these people in the world saying that they love the Most High, and then they'll go knock off one of their brothers. That's not love. That's not showing love to the Most High, because that's murder. But then you'll go to church and say that, here I got here, let me get Matthew chapter 7 verse 21. Matthew chapter 7 verse 21 says, "Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? In thy name have cast out devils? In thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity." So verse 22 is talking about the people that's in the truth that's not doing what they them not making it in the last days, them not doing what they're supposed to be doing now, the people that's in the truth. But you have these people pertaining to verse 21. You got these people that are in the church saying Lord, Lord. They're calling to this false name Jesus. They don't know the true name of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. And they say Lord, Lord. In the last days they're gonna say haven't we called out into your name? But the Most High is gonna say He doesn't know them, because not only were they not calling out to Him, they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing in reality. They say they love the Lord, but that's not the case. If you love the Lord, you'd be showing love, which is keeping the commandments. Are you keeping the commandments? If your definition of love isn't the keeping of the commandments, because that's what the definition is in the scriptures. It says love is the keeping of the Most High's commandments. So that's what the definition is. That's what love is supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be doing, keeping His commandments. Even unto these homosexuals, saying that love is love. You can love however you want to. That's untrue. That's an abomination in itself. Because we just saw what real love actually is. So then you got these homosexuals that try to make it okay and try to make it seem like you can love however you want to. You can love your own gender. You can become a transgender and become your quote unquote real self. But Sodom and Gomorrah was already made an example that they was trying to get down however they wanted to get down, and they got knocked off. They got burned to a crisp. Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13 says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them had committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That doesn't sound like a result from what love is. If love is the keeping of the commandments, you already see right there, that's a sin. That's not keeping the commandments if you're being a homosexual. Therefore, that's an abomination. You're going to get knocked off. And in these last days, these people in these churches, these homosexuals, everyone who isn't going by the laws, by this truth, by the words of the Most High, everyone who isn't trying to keep the commandments, and in these last days, all of them are going to get burnt to a crisp. That's what their destiny is. Because these people in these churches, they're acting like they're down for the Lord. Truly, they're acting like they love the Lord, but they aren't doing any works. They aren't doing anything true to the Most High all other 6 days of the week. You leave church and then go right to doing more sin, right to doing more abomination. You have homosexuals that still go to church. That's not true love. That's not loving that's not loving the Most High. How can you say you love the Most High and you don't try to keep the commandments? How can you be and how can you read the Bible and say you love the Lord, but then you see a commandment and you're like, oh, I don't like that commandment, but I'll listen to all of these. That doesn't make any sense. Love is the keeping of the commandments. That doesn't mean some of the commandments. That means all of them. That means not doing any of the sins that the Most High specifies. That means following all the commandments that He specifies. That doesn't mean that you can pick and choose what you want to follow, what you don't want to follow. No. Because here, let me get it again. Slakia, I got the Slakia. Here, let me get it again. So like I put First Peter chapter 5 verse 3. It's First John chapter 5 verse 3. It says, "For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments." That's what we're supposed to do. It says His commandments are not grievous. He doesn't put us through anything that we can't do. All of us could be keeping His commandments, but y'all 2/3, the 2/3 of Israel, they're stubborn. They don't listen. So even though it's not grievous, even though they can follow the truth, they can follow the commandments, they choose not to. They choose to do what they want to do. But it says right there, for the love of the Most High is that we keep His commandments. And people aren't doing that. And so they're going to get put to death. Like you said, the Lord Yahweh is going to say he never knew them in the last days because they didn't listen. That's going to be their lot. So, with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem L'chak Wadash, and Shalom.